Mr. Miller.
Okay, Dr. Miller, it's so good to see you today. We're here to talk about April and how she's doing. Do you have any concerns or anything that you want to discuss before we get started?
Well, Mr. Miller and myself, we strive for her to maintain a 4.0. And so she, that's what we want, what we expect out of her, and she's not performing that in your class. And we just want to discuss how we can better her grades.
Okay, I completely understand that. She's a very bright girl, and she definitely strives to get the 4.0. I've noticed that her anxiety levels are extremely high, especially during test taking, also when we're going over study guides and stuff like that in class. So she kind of just shuts down when she gets really anxious. So I think that maybe if we work on some anxiety techniques to help her get through any type of anxiety that she may be feeling, that would actually help her. She's very smart, but when she feels anxious, like anything I'm telling the class, anything that's going on, she just shuts down and tunes out because she doesn't know how to deal with that. So I think if we really work with her, some things that might help at home would be she might be able to get up extra early to make sure she gets here on time, eat a good breakfast, get a good night's sleep, things like that. And if it gets really, really out of control, we can actually refer her to the counselor and see if they can offer any help. Okay. So anything else that you really think that we need to discuss?
Well, she just, she stated that she felt like she didn't have direction of what to study for your test.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wondering if you actually make a study guide for them for the exams.
We have a very informal study guide.
Okay.
And we can actually try to do better. We just review the material. We go over any notes that we may have in class. So that's usually what I ask the children to do before the test, is to go home, review their notes. If they're watching TV or something, they can look at definitions or anything that they need to do as far as review activities. But I can actually start drawing up a more formal study guide for her if you think that would help her.
I think that would. She works well under structured environments, so I feel like that would be a good thing for April.
Okay. So I've made a list of things and like I said, she's very smart. She actually does really well when she's very focused and her anxiety levels are not high. So we do want to discuss we did discuss the anxiety levels and what we can do to help that. And then the lack of communication, we'll start doing a more formal study guide, okay?
All right.
Do you have anything else that you want to talk about?
I believe that's it. Let's see how this works for her.
Okay, thanks so much. And if you'll sign here for me. And I'll sign it too. And if you have any concerns, you can always call me or email me.
All right,
Okay.
sounds good.
Thanks. We're definitely gonna have to edit that out. I'm gonna trip over my chair.